Okay, my first experience would have been in 2021. We were caring for my mother-in-law at home. She was terminally sick, and we just reached a point where we felt we weren't providing the care that she needed. We were unable to do that at home. Being with COVID, or during COVID, our resources were limited, and so we had to make a really difficult decision along with my mother-in-law um, as to what the next step would be. So we had a care coordinator suggest Jessica's house. Initially, we were all very reluctant because we were scared. We didn't know anything about Jessica's house. We didn't know anything about hospice care. And I think my mother-in-law was resistant as well, which made us feel a little bit guilty because we couldn't provide the care for her that she needed at home. That changed very quickly. So we were blessed that she was able to get into a room with less than 24 hours. And we walked in here, and within 15 minutes, I saw my mother-in-law brighten up. She was making jokes, she was smiling. I just was completely relieved. The guilt went away because I felt like actually we did the right thing. We made the right choice. And she as well, I think, felt safe. We felt safe. So the fear was gone. Fast forwarding 2 years later, we're facing the same situation with our father-in-law. And we're a small family, and he didn't live within a couple of blocks from us. So again, the care for him was challenging. And you just never know if you're providing the right care. Are you keeping them comfortable? Are you giving them the right advice? And we all felt really, really confident in recommending to our father-in-law that he consider Jessica's house. And then we were provide the information that we could actually register ahead of time so that we had everything in place, because sometimes as things get difficult, it's hard to make those decisions. And so, you don't have to have those difficult discussions with your loved one. So it was wonderful because we did fill out all the paperwork, had the discussion. He felt confident because we were able to share our experience that we had previously, and he could trust that. So it went very, very smoothly. Again, upon him arriving, within 24 hours, we actually seen a change in his condition, where we were able to visit him and not be so worried and concerned and stressed. It also opened up for family and friends who were reluctant to visit when he was at home, and that was a blessing. So it's just been such an amazing experience, and we're truly grateful for this facility, because it has been able to bring our family some peace of mind, and actually have some incredible family time. My father-in-law, Wayne, was awarded Citizen of the Year, and we were able to have that ceremony here at Jessica's house. And he deserved that recognition. He could have never attended a program somewhere else. It was in Blythe, and they actually came here. Jessica's house opened up the living room area for us. He had his other volunteers join us. We had the family. We took photos. It was amazing, and he deserved every bit of it because he's done so much for the community. We also celebrated Christmas here as a family, and my niece is a musician, and she was able to sing and play the piano they had here, and it was just a really positive day. Everything about Jessica's house is positive. From the time you walk in the door, it is bright and cheerful, and the staff greets you with a smile. When you walk in the door, you are greeted by a volunteer or a staff member, so you never feel alone. So yeah, we're just truly grateful for the experience that we've had here at Jessica's house. I guess previous to experiencing the care at Jessica's house and just coming to Jessica's house, I thought it was going to be sad and scary. And I felt guilty about having to make that decision or help, my family member make that decision. When in fact, it's not sad. It is, when you walk in, it is very, very bright and cheerful. And the staff have the ability to make the time that a person spends at Jessica's house very normal. And that's really important that they have that experience. So I think most of all, I think that people should know the comfort level, the support level that you receive when you're here, and that you're not second guessing yourself. That you know for sure that your loved one, your friend, your family are getting the absolute best care, and they're doing everything to make sure that that person is comfortable. And they're ensuring that that person's never feeling alone. And that's really, really important. Oh, it's amazing, actually, because the level of stress that a caregiver has is just diminishes. And your relationship with the person that's receiving the care at Jessica's house changes. It's you're able to go in and be the daughter-in-law, the daughter, the son. You're able to go in with a smile, and it's a true smile because you're happy that they're receiving this care and that they're not alone and that they're not afraid. So that just changes the whole dynamics of your relationship with that person. And I think too, as a family, even how you interact with each other as a family, when you're caring for someone that you love and you have expectations of each other. And when that loved one is cared for in a place like Jessica's house, there's no expectations. You're just all glad to be together, enjoying time together. And, the facility at Jessica's house, the rooms and that allow for that to happen, where, you can have your family together in one room visiting. So it's quality time. It's quality time. And it just alleviates a lot of stress. And I know, a couple of times whenever I was concerned because maybe I had called and my father-in-law didn't answer the phone. And immediately, if that person would have been at home, you'd go into panic mode, right? And I'm like, no, I just pick up the phone and I call the nurse at Jessica's house. And they let me know everything's okay, or they update me, or if I have any questions, they're there to answer it. So there's just so many different aspects of support that it just allows you to ensure that the time that's left with that person is quality time.